New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go. Target.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Here we go.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Hey, 59, ready. Hey, express. Hey, south. Check 37. 51, south. Let him go.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Hey, south. Switch up.
Now Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color.
Here we go.
Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offensive getting so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Hey, Tuesday. 54, right there. Gun. It's a party now. Wait. Deuce.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
It's just 22. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56. Mutz 56. Wait. Get that ball. Shit. All right, 25 tonight. Get up.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1. This is Quadri Allison, the rookie from Pitt. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
You know, pass complete here to Sanders. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ready, white 25! Hey, white. Bravo!
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch.
Got it.
Oh yeah, and here we go again. Watch out.
Hey, express! Out.
What is that?
From the gun, it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. They give him a gain of 37. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Ready, blue 80!
54 Mike.
Base. Gun.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. 180.
56. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
What play should I do? What play should I do? Let's do this.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
That block there.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to.
That's caught inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout.
Dog, this shit is too fucking easy, man. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. I'm going for the touchdown. I'm going for the fucking touchdown. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
56 the mark, boys. 56.
Gun.
Stay over there.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son. 20.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check.
25 guys.
Final play of the half.
Boy, look at this shit, man. Shit is so fucking easy, man.
Receiver, it's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Stop.
Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half, and the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm selling Madden.
The Falcons back to receive. They got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
I make y'all great.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let me see if I can try some other plays.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, it's Smith. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Pass you off.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
I'm making him jump, though.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Swap it. There's a blocker right there. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Don't touch him, gonna help. Redskins. I can make you great. Flat out.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that it's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Everything you do ain't
going
to
struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
No, it's not going to work.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got right. We got right. I got you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides.
Now you can try to play.
I think we've seen who
I think
has
it's
it in
going
this
to
one
work
so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
But this time he's going to try to go to the left side.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
So I'm going to bring my guys in. He's going to try to come up the middle, but he's going to try to bounce to the side.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman.
Damn, I knew he was doing it.
The first
I
down
told you.
yardage before being taken down
damn
at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really
good
job
back
of
to the right
respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
They trying to give you a touchdown, buddy.
Excellent real estate on that.
They gave you a touchdown this guy, buddy.
Really, really
it's
well
cool,
for the guys who threw it.
The only guy getting a touchdown you're going to get.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Don't do that shit again.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the
I try to hit stick every fucking play.
Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield,
or moving away from it.
In this case, though, the teammate is...
And this is going to be intercepted.
All this shit for nothing.
It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Get tired of playing y'all fucking
That's
Browns,
3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Y'all need to make Madden fun,
the
man.
holiday season. Because here we are in December,
right?
It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Let me try this play.
To throw is Ryan.
He can drop down. Go.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Why did you drop fucking Julio?
45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Smith.
Excuse me.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Hey.
Ito Smith.
I'm trying to tell you, just watch the stream. I got the tips, man. I can help you with your run, I can help you with your pass, your defense.
Hey, you
want to be great? Oh, I missed that.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Yeah, he's just having fun. Ryan is just having fun right now.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
No. It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
The fourth quarter time, man. All that run shit is pretty much dead.
As you move on to the next one. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
To Kittles for interception.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack down.
That ain't going to work neither.
Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman.
That's not going to work
down,
for me.
losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
All right, so that play worked. Let's try this play. Let's see where this play worked now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year. The best games that we've called thus far.
Why did you try to catch it with one hand?
We can go in so many different directions because the game
that would have worked. You tried to catch it with one hand.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Oh, you had over there, Julio?
To throw again, Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So now you think he got something going on, right? So he's going to try to blitz me.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
2 guys right there. One of them going to come in. But if the guy right there on the right side come in, it's going to leave Calvin really wide open. And that's it. Coming in really wide open.
Oh!
Good one, Sherman. Shit.
3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
That was a good jump, Sherman.
Quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play?
Nice,
Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the
get right back, though.
Intercepted for the 4th time today.
Because I played defense, dog.
Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Now,
well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
You should play defense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
There you go.
So we could talk about food because that is something
there you go.
We enjoy our time at the table.
Dang, Ari, you
so
fucking slow, dog.
in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, and that's crazy because they go for a passing.
It's going to be a thrower.
That's a
Can a
passing
defender
play.
finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, and you practice it, they got to be happy to see it executed.
That boy be out there drawing up them plays.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
God damn, that boy be throwing them plays up.
One of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's just singing this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
Hey, yeah, we went out 40.
But she's singing too.
No, she's singing.
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Everybody out here eating. Jones eating. Calvin eating.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
That ain't gonna work.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Pull it together.
They will run again with Coleman.
That ain't gonna work neither, buddy.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Damn, 6 out. Pretty cool. 2-1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So now he think his run game gonna work. He's gonna try running on 3rd.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can
just punt the ball, man. This shit is not looking
heads
good.
low.
Just punt
It's
the
just been
ball.
a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been
Let's
thoroughly
let me score
beaten
again.
right from the word
Yeah,
go.
smart man. You a goddamn smart man. If I could find a fucking punt, god damn it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Oh, you can run the clock down. I fucking scored in fucking 15 seconds last time, dog. You can run this shit down to fucking 1 second. Doesn't fucking matter. If I want to score, I'm going to score.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well done. It's a hell of a damn kick.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
I was going to tell
you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3
I know you ain't
games
dropped
in a
that.
row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead.
That's your second time,
in each
dog.
instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
We're going the same play.
You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. D4 in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
19 on the year?
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
You're offering some shit, boy. Your team mad as shit at you. Fucking defense working all hard. And you only got fucking 3 wins.
From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
Why am I... Oh, that's my fucking fault.
Timeouts.
My damn...
That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I wanted to make sure he caught him. He was out of bounds. I hit the fucking X button. Should have hit fucking square.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21. Hey, echo. 56. Mike, 56 right there. Right. Got it. Oh, here we go. Oh, check.
Ryan wants to throw it. It got his man complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Bro, I know you over there mad as shit right now. You gotta be mad. You probably like, God damn it, this motherfucker keep catching. This motherfucker is good. I can't beat this motherfucker. I understand your feelings. I really understand. Hey, you ain't the only one. Everybody else feel the same way, dog. This right here's a Madden league, man. I thought that shit was sweet.
Now Ryan on 1st down. There goes a deep
do this shit for fun.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Do this shit for fun. I'm gonna try this play. I ain't got no timeout, but I'm gonna gamble with it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Do this shit for fun. Oh, hell yeah.
A fake to Freeman.
You give me enough time.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get
Julio,
his feet
come
down?
on.
No, it's incomplete.
Come on, Julio. What can I switch to the side? There we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5.
Motherfucker, you lucky.
So time runs
you
out.
It's a
victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
I
tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there...